So I'm going to do just a very short introduction of our company. So I'm Ali, I'm a CEO and co-founder of Blockbase, and here's Maxence, and he's also co-founder and CTO. He's on the technical part, and then I'm most on the business part. I was before this company, I was working in a construction company called Week, which we built this building. So if it's not comfortable, don't blame me. And so the idea here, I was working with the helmet and the boots and working on site. So I have this domain expertise, as John said. So when I was on site, I noticed a lot of things, a lot of processes and problems in communication that could be improved. Came up with this idea. I had the domain knowledge. I was part of a big company, but that was not enough. So I went out to do a lot of customer interview, and when I met Maxence, we continued this type of interview. We did almost 100-something interviews with people, but that was not enough because a lot of these interviews were done with my former colleagues or clients I've been working with, and so we had to go abroad and to find other kind of people to interview. But we had this this template of problem always coming back. Problem of communication and lack of efficiency on site. People spend a lot of time on site noticing problems, and a lot of emails are sent and came back with a lot of different versions of the problem. So the problem we're solving or trying to solve here is the lack of inefficiency, and the lack of efficiency in building sites. So the product, what it does. When you download the application on a building site, you're able to notify problems to other companies working on the same building site. So for example, pictures of problem, you attach them and you attribute them to another company. One of the challenges we had, the first version, we didn't want to do the blueprint as you see in the iPad, because we thought it was already done. There are 3 or 4 companies doing it, depending on their efficiency. So we said we have to differentiate. But the customer interview and the feedback of people said, no, we want the plan, we want the plan, we want the plan. We said, no, it's useless, we have to do like a very efficient to-do list. They said, we want the plan, we want it. So we did it. And also, the feedback allowed us to come up with other features, like attached documents to your notes. So for example, you take a picture of something not so constructed well here. You attach a document, for example, the offer of the contractor that promised to execute this work. You attach a spreadsheet of the cost. You attach a lot of documents, and you can look at it on a map. So this was the first thing that came up of the interview. Second thing is that, oh, I have an Android, I don't have an iPhone, or I don't have an iPad, etc., and I want to use your application, but my architect has no tablets, he has only a PC and perhaps an iPhone, and I don't know, the other supplier has another kind of product. So this came a lot of times, and we came up with the solution, which is very long to execute, doing native development in each of the categories. So on Windows, it was the first platform actually we worked on, Windows Store, on Apple and on Android, and make all this collaborate. So we also did it on Azure servers, and allow people from different companies and with different smartphones or tablets or just a computer access to collaborate efficiently on site. Our business model, we were on a project. First, we had only project offers. It was per square meter offer, depending on the surface of the building. We keep this because there's a lot of people asking for it, and we're moving by the end of the year to a SaaS platform, so per month, a per month offer, and also an enterprise offer. We have our first big clients since March of last year. It's a big contractor, and we also have other clients. And it was, the first shift was by introducing the map that you see, that allowed us to be comparable to other existing products. And now the second shift that will happen, because all the feedbacks quite good, is that the multi-platform feature, which is not only feature but benefit, will move us forward to, I hope, to success.